Hello everybody, Cindy Greenway here from lawmarketing.com, and today we're talking with Nancy Fox with regards to the 3 keys to following up with the right people. Now, Nancy is the founder of the Business Fox, which is a business consulting and training company, and she's also the author of a book that was recently launched called Network Like a Fox. And you can find more information about that at networklikeafox.com. And so, Nancy, I want to talk to you about the 3 keys to following up with the right people. And I have to be honest, I'm not sure. Who are those right people? Tell us. Who are the right people we should be following up with first?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me, Cindy. And, you know, it's so funny because most people don't follow up at all, much less the right people. But if we're really, first of all, I think it'll be more enticing for people to know that if you zero in on the right people, it'll make it the whole process much more simple and more focused for you. Okay. The right people are, number one, are they people who are in your sweet spot target market? Those are the people to follow up with first. If they're either the right referral target market or the right client target market, ideal. That's the A category.
Okay.
B category are people who have the networking get it factor. I mean, you just know they're not just out there for themselves. They're generous. They're interested in you. There's been a conversation and there's been rapport built. Follow up with those people. And the third category are people who have, if you explore and dig a little bit, you'll find out how good their network is. Who are they connected to? Are they higher level people? Are they in your sweet spot? Do they have a great circle of influence? Hang with those people. You definitely want to follow up with them. Those are the 3 main categories.
Okay, great. So what are the keys then to following up with those people? I know you've got some very specific sort of rules around follow-up there.
Yeah, I have a whole system around it. So the first thing is, as soon as you get those business cards after a networking event, you prioritize. I have a whole method for prioritization. So you're going to categorize them A, B, C. Make sure you follow up with at least your A and B people. C, okay, you can slide, but I don't recommend it. But A and B first. And make sure, and the second tip, and this is the most important one, follow up with block out the first 30 minutes after every networking event and put it on your calendar. Follow up within the first 30 minutes, and I promise you, your business results out of your networking, your networking return on investment is going to shoot way up.
Okay, so clarify that piece for me. So I've gone to a networking event. I've met someone that really connected well with. I'm going to call them within 30 minutes after the event.
You can call them and just leave a message saying how great it was to meet them. You'd love to get together with them. You can email them. You can connect with them on LinkedIn, or all 3. Just to say, listen, this is not just following up because following up is the right thing to do to keep the relationship going. Love to meet you in the future. Sooner is better. Later is fine. Let's set something up.
Interesting, because I honestly don't know how many people do that. I mean, you're right, follow-up is a challenge to begin with, but following up within 30 minutes, I think most people would probably opt for the LinkedIn connection or a quick email or something like that.
I know.
Right?
It's easier to do that, but you know what? The real results happen when you follow up directly. After all, you've spent the time, energy, and money on networking. Why wouldn't you optimize it? Why wouldn't you leverage it?
Right.
It's like...
Great. Okay. Was there one more key, Nancy, that you were going to share with us on the follow-up piece?
I just think it's really about the prioritization and doing it as fast as possible. Now, the other thing I will say is if you don't get to it within in the first 30 minutes or even in the first day or even in the next 48 hours, do not resist. I mean, do not let that hamper you from following up at all. Believe me, I can't tell you how many people I've followed up with later than that at some point for some, maybe I missed something. I followed up with them later, and it's turned out to be a great result. Don't miss out on that opportunity. There's gold in that follow-up.
Right. So number 1 key is follow up, regardless.
Yeah, that's the first thing.
Number 2, within the first 30 minutes is ideal. And then if not, then make sure that you do follow up, period. And I know we've talked about all kinds of different ways to follow up, emails and the social media connections and picking up the phone or scheduling a date or that kind of thing. So we can talk about that in another training video. But great. Well, Nancy, thanks so much for those tips. I really like that. And for those of you that are networking, I challenge you to think about that 30-minute rule and see what you could do there. So thanks again, Nancy. I know people can find you on Twitter at Nancy Fox and find you online at networklikeafox.com and thebusinessfox.com. So great. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
You're welcome.